Most people have no idea that the stuff they rinse down the drain every day is slowly building up into a disaster waiting to happen. The good news is, once you know what to stop putting down there, you can avoid clogs, pipe damage, and repair bills that run into the thousands. After over 25 years working on residential plumbing, I have seen it all. Today, I am walking you through 10 things you should never pour down your drain. Number 8 is one almost everyone gets wrong, and the bonus tip at the end could save you from a mess most people never see coming. The first thing you need to stop putting down your drain is cooking oil, grease, and fats. This is the #1 cause of residential drain clogs in the United States, and it is not even close. When you pour hot bacon grease or used cooking oil down the sink, it feels like a liquid, so it seems harmless. But here is what actually happens. As that grease travels through your pipes, it cools down. Once it cools, it solidifies and starts coating the inside walls of your drain line. Over time, layer after layer builds up, narrowing the pipe until water can barely pass through. Then other debris starts getting caught in that sticky lining, and before you know it, you have got a full blockage. Salad dressings, butter, bacon fat, gravy, mayonnaise, they all do the same thing. Even small amounts add up over weeks and months. The fix is simple. Keep a heat-safe container near the stove, something like an old coffee can or a glass jar. Pour your used grease into that container, let it cool, and toss it in the trash. Some people even freeze it first to make disposal easier. A $300 to $1,000 plumber visit is not worth saving 10 seconds at the sink. The second thing that should never go near your drain is chemical drain cleaners. This one surprises a lot of people because these products are literally sold as drain solutions. But here's the truth. Most homeowners learn the hard way. Those harsh chemical cleaners contain sodium hydroxide or sulfuric acid, and while they may eat through a clog, they also eat through your pipes. On older homes with cast iron or galvanized steel drain lines, chemical cleaners accelerate corrosion from the inside out. Even on newer PVC lines, repeated use can weaken joints and cause leaks behind walls where you cannot see them. The real danger is that the damage is slow and invisible. You pour the cleaner in, the water starts flowing again, and you think the problem is solved. Meanwhile, the pipe walls are getting thinner every time. When that pipe finally fails, you are looking at anywhere from $500 to $5,000, depending on where the damage is and how much drywall or flooring has to come out to reach it. Instead of reaching for a chemical solution, use a drain snake or a plunger. A basic hand-crank drain snake costs around $20 to $30 at any hardware store, and it physically removes the clog without touching the pipe walls. For stubborn blockages, call a plumber who can use a camera and a professional auger. Mechanical clearing is always safer than chemical clearing every single time. The third thing you should keep out of your drain is coffee grounds. If you are a daily coffee drinker, this one is costing people more than they realize. Coffee grounds look like they wash away easily, but they do not dissolve in water at all. Once they enter your pipes, they settle and compact into a dense, sludgy mass. Over time, that mass traps grease, soap residue, and other debris, forming a stubborn blockage that a plunger alone will not fix. French press users are especially at risk because the entire brewing process leaves a thick bed of grounds that often gets rinsed straight into the sink. Drip coffee makers and pour-over setups create the same problem when people rinse the filter basket under running water. The grounds build up gradually, so you might not notice anything for months until the drain slows to a crawl and eventually stops completely. A drain clearing for a coffee ground clog typically runs $150 to $500, depending on how far the buildup extends into the line. The solution takes almost no effort. Knock your grounds into the trash can, or better yet, toss them into your garden compost. Coffee grounds are loaded with nitrogen and work great as a soil amendment for acid-loving plants like blueberries, azaleas, and tomatoes. Your plants will thank you, and your pipes will too. If this is helping you out, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It helps get this video in front of more people who could use the info. All right, let's keep going. The fourth thing that should never go down your drain is flour and starchy substances. This one catches almost everyone off guard because flour seems so fine and harmless. But think about what flour does the moment it touches water. It turns into paste. That is literally how papier-mâché works, and it is exactly what happens inside your pipes. When you rinse a mixing bowl or baking sheet coated in flour, that powdery residue hits the water in your drain line and immediately starts forming a thick, sticky, glue-like substance. That substance clings to the pipe walls and hardens as it dries. Once it sets up, it becomes an anchor point for every other piece of debris that flows through. Grease sticks to it. Food particles get trapped in it. Hair wraps around it. What started as a light dusting of flour becomes the foundation of a serious blockage. The same applies to other starchy substances like pancake batter, bread dough residue, and even leftover mashed potato water. Anything starch-heavy will behave the same way once it meets water inside a confined pipe. The repair bill for this kind of clog usually falls between $150 and $400, and it is completely avoidable. Before you wash any bowl or pan that has flour or starch residue, wipe it out with a paper towel first. Get the bulk of it into the trash, then wash normally. That 10-second habit will keep your drain lines clear for years. The fifth thing you need to keep away from your drain is rice and pasta. If you have ever cooked either one, you already know the key problem here. They absorb water and expand. What most people do not think about is that the expanding does not stop once the food hits your pipes. That leftover spaghetti or handful of rice you scraped off a plate continues to soak up water inside the drain line, swelling in size long after you have walked away from the sink. Pasta is especially bad because of its starch content. As it breaks down, it releases a gummy, adhesive film that coats the inside of the pipe. Rice does something similar, clumping together into dense, waterlogged masses that sit in the low points of your drain and refuse to move. Garbage disposals do not solve this problem either. Chopping rice and pasta into smaller pieces just creates more surface area for water absorption and starch release. You end up with a thicker, stickier mess spread across a wider section of pipe. A blockage from rice or pasta buildup can cost $150 to $500 to clear, depending on how deep the clog sits. The fix is the same simple habit. Scrape your plates into the trash or compost bin before you rinse them. Every bit of rice and pasta that stays out of your drain is money saved. The sixth thing that has no business going down your drain is paint and solvents. This one is especially relevant if you do any kind of home improvement work, and if you are watching this channel, odds are you do. After a painting project, it is tempting to rinse your brushes and rollers in the sink. Latex paint washes off with water, so it feels safe. But latex paint still contains acrylic polymers, and once those get into your pipes, they start to cure and harden, just like they would on a wall. Over multiple rinses, thin layers of paint build up inside the drain line, gradually narrowing the pipe diameter. Oil-based paints and solvents are even worse. They do not mix with water at all, so they coat the pipe walls immediately and can damage PVC joints and seals. Beyond the plumbing damage, paint and solvents are classified as hazardous waste in most municipalities. Pouring them down the drain can contaminate your local water supply and potentially earn you a fine. The repair costs for paint-related pipe damage range from $500 to over $3,000, especially if the buildup reaches your main sewer line. Clean latex brushes in a bucket of water instead, then let the solids settle out and dispose of the water properly. For oil-based products, use mineral spirits and take the used solvent to a hazardous waste collection site. Most counties offer free drop-off days at least a few times a year. The seventh thing you should never flush or pour down your drain as flushable wipes. And yes, I put the word flushable in quotes on purpose. This is one of the most widespread plumbing myths out there, driven almost entirely by product marketing. The packaging says flushable, so people assume they break down like toilet paper. They do not. Not even close. Toilet paper is specifically engineered to start dissolving within seconds of hitting water. Flushable wipes are made from synthetic fibers that hold together far longer. Plumbers pull these things out of drain lines fully intact weeks and even months after they were flushed. In your home plumbing, wipes snag on pipe joints, tree roots, and any slight imperfection in the line. Once one catches, others pile up behind it, creating a dense, tangled mass that water cannot push through. On a larger scale, these wipes are responsible for massive sewer blockages that municipalities spend millions of dollars a year to clear. In your own home, a wipe-related clog can cost $300 to over $1,000 to fix, especially if it reaches the main sewer line and requires a professional jetting or camera inspection. The rule is simple. The only things that should ever be flushed are human waste and toilet paper. Everything else, including wipes that say flushable right on the package, goes in the trash can. The eighth thing on this list is one that almost everyone gets wrong, and that is eggshells. There is a long-standing myth that eggshells sharpen garbage disposal blades. That is completely false. Garbage disposals do not even have blades. They use impellers that spin and force food waste against a grinding ring. Eggshells do nothing to sharpen that mechanism. What they actually do is break into tiny, gritty fragments that combine with the thin membrane lining inside the shell. That membrane is sticky, and when it mixes with the granular shell pieces and other debris in your pipe, it forms a sandpaper-like sludge that clings to the pipe walls. Over time, that sludge builds up at bends and joints in the line, creating a rough surface that catches everything else flowing through. Grease, soap scum, food particles, they all stick to it, and the clog grows from there. A drain clearing for eggshell buildup typically costs $150 to $400. Instead of sending them down the disposal, toss eggshells in the trash or crush them into your garden compost. They are loaded with calcium and break down into a useful soil supplement over time. Your plants get a boost and your drain stays clear. That is a much better deal. The ninth thing you should never put down your drain is medications and pills. A lot of people flush expired or leftover prescriptions down the toilet thinking it is the safest way to get rid of them. It seems logical. You do not want old medications sitting around the house, especially if you have kids or pets. But flushing them creates a much bigger problem than most people realize. Pharmaceuticals do not break down in water the way you might expect. Antibiotics, hormones, painkillers, and blood pressure medications pass right through your home plumbing and into the municipal water system. Modern water treatment facilities are designed to filter out bacteria and sediment, but they are not equipped to remove dissolved pharmaceutical compounds. Studies have found trace amounts of everything from antidepressants to birth control hormones in public water supplies across the country, and flush medications are a major contributor. The environmental impact is real too. Aquatic ecosystems downstream from treatment plants are showing measurable effects from pharmaceutical contamination, including disrupted reproduction in fish and amphibians. The proper way to dispose of medications is through a drug take-back program. Most pharmacies, police stations, and fire departments have permanent drop-off boxes, where you can surrender unused or expired medications at no cost. If there is no drop-off location near you, the FDA recommends mixing the pills with something undesirable like used coffee grounds or cat litter, sealing them in a bag and putting them in the household trash. It takes a couple of extra minutes, but it keeps those chemicals out of the water supply entirely. The 10th and final thing you should stop putting down your drain is produce stickers. This is the one that sneaks past almost everyone because those little stickers seem completely insignificant. They are tiny, thin, and you barely notice them. But here is the problem. Those stickers are made from plastic or vinyl, and they are designed with an adhesive backing that does not dissolve in water. When you rinse your apples, bananas, tomatoes, or avocados without peeling the stickers off first, those little tags wash straight into the drain. One or two might pass through without issue, but over weeks and months they accumulate. They stick to the inside of pipes. They get caught in garbage disposal components, and they collect at pipe joints and traps. Because they do not break down, they become permanent little snag points that trap grease, food particles, and other debris flowing through the line. The buildup is slow and invisible, which is what makes it so frustrating when a plumber finally pulls out a wad of sticky, gunked-up stickers from deep inside your drain line. The repair cost is usually $150 to $300. But the real headache is that those stickers can also cause problems further downstream at water treatment facilities, where they clog screens and filters. The fix could not be easier. Before you wash any piece of produce, peel the sticker off and flick it into the trash. It takes less than 2 seconds, and it eliminates the problem entirely. Make it a habit every single time you unpack groceries, and your drain will never have to deal with it. All right, here is the bonus tip that pros actually use. And this one is about prevention rather than reaction. Once a month, boil a full pot of water, about 1 gallon, and slowly pour it directly down your kitchen drain. Not a quick dump, but a slow, steady pour over about 30 seconds. The boiling water melts and loosens any grease, soap residue, or soft buildup that has started to coat the inside of your pipes before it has a chance to harden into a real clog. For an even more effective monthly flush, follow the boiling water with a half cup of plain baking soda. Let it sit for 10 minutes, then chase it with 1 cup of white vinegar. You will hear it fizz. That reaction helps break up organic residue and deodorizes the line at the same time. After the fizzing stops, hit it with 1 more pot of boiling water to rinse everything through. This takes 5 minutes, costs almost nothing, and it is the exact same preventive step a lot of professional plumbers recommend to their own customers. Think of it like an oil change for your drain. You do not wait until the engine seizes. You maintain it, so it never gets to that point. Thanks for watching the whole thing. If you got something out of this, leave a like, subscribe for more, and check out the other videos on the channel.